Now we're going to go ahead and switch on over and talk about BYU's season opener against Villanova basketball that we saw. We're looking at AJ DeBonsa's season debut. We're looking at this team starting to gel together. Connor, what did you notice?
So the first half went pretty much how I expected it to go and how I wanted it to go. BYU was scoring the ball well. They were playing defense pretty well. They had a comfortable lead. They went into halftime with a 10-point lead over Villanova, and everything was going well. Keba Keita was playing well. AJ DeBonsta was playing well. Everyone was pretty much playing well. And then the second half started. I was still not worried at all until we got to the 7 to 5 minute mark. Mm-hmm. And Villanova cuts it down to 3. Then they tie. Then they take the lead. I'm like, all right, guys, what are we doing? So that's when you had to see BYU. Like, BYU wasn't scoring, so someone was going to have to step up. And so first, AJ DeBonsta, he started to step it up scoring-wise. He started just taking the ball in his own hands, basically, and scoring and getting BYU some points. So they were able to get back against Villanova. But then on the defensive side, Keba Keita was an absolute beast. He was blocking shots everywhere. He was energizing the team, throwing it down on people's heads. So Keba Keita was like the electricity for this team. When BYU started to go flat, he was like, all right, guys, let's get going. Let's win this game.
He is definitely, or he was, the game MVP. Because, right, Keba Keita is just a great player overall. We saw that last year so clearly. What we get to see even more is that second half of the game, where when it mattered most, he got, I don't want to say violent, but he gets up in people's faces and he gets stuff done. And that's important. He's swatting that ball. He's getting up on people, and he's making shots. He's throwing down dunks. That's what we need. And I love seeing that Keba Keita come out. It's funny, even looking at the post-game interview for AJ DeBonsa, he went ahead and talked about it. He said, I've never played with a guy like Keita. I'm excited to see where this chemistry goes. I think that leads us to realize that this team is starting to gel together. They looked like a cohesive unit on the court. I think from last year, this defense is already a step up in so many levels. And I just want to take a moment right here and offer an official apology to Kennard Davis Jr. Dear Kennard Davis Jr., on last week's episode of the podcast, I expressed some concern about you. I was not greatly impressed with your preseason shenanigans, and I felt a little disappointed, and I wondered if you were really all that. Mr. Davis, you have proved that you are all that, and we need you. Sitting down as a guard on the key and throwing up 2 beautiful 3-point shots when it mattered most and put an emphasis on that defense of the other team. I am excited to see where you go this season, and I'm excited to see what you do with this BYU offense and defense. Thank you so much. Sincerely, your friend at Cougar Central, Parker Glenn.
Yeah, like Kennard Davis had 6 points, but those 6 points mattered. BYU only won by 5. So, I mean, he did stuff. And Richie Saunders was sick. Absolute dog. Still scored 15 points.
Yeah, not just sick, like cool sick. He was puking in the morning before this game and still shows up. He looked paler than he already does. And that kid is white as heck, man.
So it's still good to see that from Richie. You know, if I was puking, I would not be throwing up 15 points, but he still did. Then you also got Robert Wright with 14. He worked a little more in the ISO than scoring in the way that Richie does or the way that AJ can. AJ can do both. But Robert Wright showed that he is very good at ISO ball.
He belongs.
Yeah.
He belongs on this team. And that's one thing I do love about AJ DeBonsa as well. Because you watch him out there, he's not hogging the ball. He is a team player, and I love that about him. He can open up his own shots. He can sit on the top of the 3. He can pass it around to the right guys at the right time. He can make free throws, although the first couple ones concern me. I'm not going to lie, because he missed a couple there. But he showed really clearly he's a team player, and he can get points in so many different ways. Doesn't matter how he gets them. He ended the night with 21, which is great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. He is going to get points for the team wherever he can find them, and that's going to be so crucial as we move on with the season.
Yeah, I'd say work on your free throws, but I can't really talk. I'm not really a 6'9" basketball player that's going to be a number 1 pick in the NBA draft.
Say I'm sitting at a probably solid 10% on my free throws.
So AJ, just do what you do, man.
Do what you do.
One thing that we both noticed is that BYU didn't shoot as many threes as last season. Like they improved a ton on defense, way better than last year, but their 3-point volume was not the same. The starters were shooting threes. Richie shot a couple, Kennard Davis, AJ shot one, but then the bench, there was 1 3 out of the whole bench, and 7 points came from the bench, and 5 of them were Dawson Baker, 2 of them were Boscovich, and that is not good because BYU was a super deep team last year where their bench scored almost as much as the starters. So that's going to be a big thing to look at too with Kevin Young. Kevin Young's going to find out the rotation. He did it last year around mid-season. They started absolutely balling out once he did that. So I'm confident he's going to do the same thing. He's going to find the right rotation where people are gelling together and they're able to score points and not blow a lead like they started to do against Villanova.
Because this Villanova team was better than we thought it was going to be. I mean, like, they were some demonic stuff out there, man. They were doing pretty good. And I like that for an opening game, right? Let's say BYU came in there, Villanova wasn't that good of a team, and they absolutely destroyed them. Great, right? We love that. We love those big wins. But having a little bit of conflict in there, I think forced this team to shine, and also it showed that weakness on the bench. I'm not saying we have bad players on the bench. I don't think that's it. We saw them perform very well last year. Boscovich was really great on the bench. Dawson Baker was great off the bench. These are good guys, but it's going to give them an opportunity to see where we can improve. And I'm excited to see what Kevin Young does here in the next couple weeks when he figures that rotation out.
Yeah. So, this game got pretty chippy at times, which I also kind of enjoyed because the Big 12 gets chippy. Like, we saw it with Yegor Demon last year. It was hard for him to bring the ball down the court because people were body checking him. So the more this team plays top teams, the more they're going to be ready for Big 12 play and then NCAA tournament play. Because they're going to the NCAA tournament. If they don't, I guess I curse this team. But I'm already calling it right now.
Knock on wood.
I'm super confident that they're going to the NCAA tournament. So, yeah, they played a good Villanova team. They performed okay. I wanted to see an 8+ point game, but they won by 6. They won by 5. A win is a win. You just want to see more from the bench players and more 3-point shooting from them too, because only Dawson Baker made a 3 from the bench, and I love you, Dawson Baker. You are my favorite.
If anybody knows where to find a Dawson Baker jersey, then please let us know. Connor would like one.
Dawson, hit us up on Instagram, Cougar Central Commentary. Come get me a jersey, bro.
you got a great fan over here. And, we love this team, and we're excited to see what they do the next couple games here, right? We had Villanova. Next, they're going to be playing Holy Cross, and then Delaware. 2 very easy games. And I think this is going to be a great opportunity for them to figure some things out, because after they do those 2 games, you're looking at a number 4 ranked UConn team. The Huskies, they don't mess around. They are a well-known, well-established program. Everybody knows that and recognizes that very clearly. And so I'm excited to have BYU take some time, reevaluate, and then open up in a very dominant fashion against UConn. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, UConn's crazy. So that's going to be a real test. They got Dan Hurley. That guy's a psycho. Probably, I think, the best coach in all of college basketball. They won 2 national championships back-to-back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They are a phenomenal team that's always good, and BYU is going to have a huge test after 2 teams that they're absolutely going to destroy. It's really going to show, because I don't think we saw the whole picture of BYU basketball against Villanova.
Yes, agreed.
Against UConn, it's really going to expose if their bench figured out stuff, if their starters now know how to play in clutch time. It's going to show all of their weaknesses, because UConn's just going to attack that. UConn's one of the best teams in the nation. Yeah. That's why they're ranked number 4.
For sure. And Kevin Young, we trust. And Kevin Young, we trust, ladies and gentlemen.